Hi guys, Stylist&Reviewer here. Today I'm just going to do a very quick tutorial on how to do a messy fishtail braid. I am a licensed cosmetologist and I'll admit that I avoided this braid for a really long time because it looked so complicated. I felt pretty stupid when I realized it's so much easier than a regular braid. Instead of 3 strands, you're going to use 2. What you're going to do, and I'm not going to start all the way up top, I'm going to start about right here just so that you're not watching for 5 minutes. So what you want to do is you're going to grab a section of hair, split this section into 2 pieces. Hold those 2 pieces, and then I'm going to do this so it's easier. Grab a small, and you do want to make it kind of small, section from the outer perimeter, go over and add it to the far side. I guess I am going to have to do a little bit thicker. So once you add that to the far side, readjust your holding to make sure that you are holding it kind of tightly. Grab another section from the perimeter, over, and add it to that far side again. Adjust your holding. Hoping you can see this. Another from the perimeter, over, add it to the far side. Same thing, and you just keep doing this over and over, no pun intended. And you can start to see, oh, this is going to be a little bit difficult over my ear, the very start of a fishtail braid. Now this will work if you do your whole head. You can start from one side and go all the way over to the other, or you could just do the ends. Now I've got a trick for the ends that I feel makes it easier. Okay, this is just a little trick that I learned that makes it, I feel, a lot easier to do a fishtail braid just from the base of the occipital bone, which is the bone that sticks out, or even the base of the hairline down. Grab an elastic. When I say an elastic, I do mean literally an elastic. The very cheap kind that you can get at any dollar store. They're mostly made for like little girls' hair. I actually grabbed 2 of them, which I don't want. I just want 1, and you will see why. And then just tie your hair wherever you're planning to start your braid. So now that you have that, it's very simple to just, like we did before, put this into 2 sections. Okay, so what you want to do now is the same thing that we did before. Grab from the outer section, over. Grab from the outer section, and over. And I'm just going to keep doing that. You do want to make sure that the chunks that you're grabbing from the outer perimeter are uniform in size. If not, it's just not going to have that really pretty look to it. It's going to look very uneven and messy, which, yes, I am doing a messy fishtail braid, but I still want people to be able to tell that I am in fact doing a fishtail braid. See if I can get closer to the camera. Over, grab, select a strand, grab it in your thumb and your index finger, and then using your thumb and your index finger on this hand, grab, and then readjust, over, index finger and thumb. Readjust your grip. That piece is not quite long enough. We'll do it anyway. Index finger and thumb. Index finger and thumb. I know that sometimes watching tutorials can get a little bit difficult because you just can't quite figure out how they are moving their fingers, which is why I keep reminding you, grab it. I now have both of these in one hand. I'm holding this strand with my, I hear my little girl getting up, with that, and I'm going to grab this with my index finger and thumb, this, and then I'm going to go over and kind of twist and grab with my index finger and my thumb. And as you can see, I've just done the same thing on that side, holding it with my fingers and then my index finger and my thumb. And don't get frustrated if this takes a while. I'm kind of going slow to make sure that people can see what I'm doing. But please rest assured that this is just like regular braiding in the fact that once you kind of get that, you know, like hold, twist, grab, transfer hands, hold, twist, grab, transfer hands. It's going to get so much faster pretty much. Just like anything that you do, you'll pick up speed as you get used to it. Okay, now that you've gotten to this point, you can see you have a little bit of a tail here. Now here's where that other elastic, or sorry, you want another elastic pretty much. Go ahead and tie it off. And then this is why I feel like it makes it so much easier and why you want to use an elastic. Grab this, and they are so cheap and easy to break. So then you break it, and this is the part that makes it look the messy, really wide, texturized, messy, you know, fishtail, is that you're just grabbing it and spreading it pretty much. And that's what makes it almost take the shape of like a Disney princess ponytail. But yeah, I hope that helps somewhat. Like I said, you'll pick up speed once you go. Just remember, 2 sections. Grab your 2 sections, and it's all about knowing that this part of your hand is going to be doing a separate job than this part of your hand. I'm sure you know what I mean by now, but just in case you don't, you want to grab, and then this is going to secure. So then when you twist, you can grab, and, you know, once you get that down, you're going to be able to do it without thinking about it. Other tips that I have is it tends to work better with a slightly dirty head of hair to work with. I don't really like to work with dirty hair. In fact, I've had so many clients come in to get updos for like prom and stuff with just filthy hair. First thing I do is shampoo them, because I would much rather load product on that smells good and still gives the hair that extra texture, and you know, you can kind of make it smoother and all that stuff with all the oils and everything else. I'd much rather work with products than actual like nasty dirt. So if you have just washed your hair, things I would recommend would be either a light hold hairspray, mousse, especially volumizing mousse. If you put it in your hair while it's still wet, make sure you comb through it. It's going to really give you that gripping texture when it's dry. And another great thing to do just right then and there is any kind of dry shampoo. And just don't get it up near the, you know, I mean, I guess you can't get it up near the roots if you want some volume. But you definitely want to get it down through here. It sounds strange, because I was just talking about it being dirty and it's dry shampoo. But don't brush it out like you normally would. And that'll give your hair a little bit of grip. So I hope that was helpful. So yeah, Stylist and Reviewer here. Hopefully you know how to do a fishtail braid now. Thanks for watching.